So, in episode 169 of Confidence Coaching with Heidi Benjaminson, I share with you a lot of different scenarios of how we can zoom in or we can zoom out to get better control over our lane, to get better control over what we're thinking, how we're feeling, if we want to change how we're showing up. At many times, it can be in the holidays, it could be at any time. Something could be happening with our children. We might feel really overwhelmed. We might feel stressed. We might be really frustrated. And it could be that we're just looking at things from the wrong perspective and we're not taking into consideration maybe where this fits into the bigger scheme of things. Or possibly the opposite could be true. We could be trying to tackle too much and we really only have energy for today. And we really need to narrow our focus and we need to zoom in. So, what we want to remember is that we're always trying to have control over our lane. We're trying to have control over our emotions, over how we show up. So, we'll know, okay, I need to look at this from a different perspective if we don't like how we're feeling. So often we need to zoom out when we realize, oh my goodness, I'm not feeling peace about this situation. I'm too in the weeds about something. We need to ask ourselves, like, what am I not seeing here? Am I not realizing that this one event today is really just one little piece of the puzzle? I often like to think of it as like a big quilt. Our life is this gigantic quilt. It's made up of all these different squares, different years and parts of our lives. And something going on today is just one stitch in that quilt. And sometimes we need that perspective of, you know what, like this is just going to be this thing that is just this one, season in my child's life, or it's just this one decision. And that will bring us peace. We'll know if we're doing the right thing, if we're getting the emotion that we want, if we're feeling back peaceful and we're feeling in control. Now, it could be the opposite. It could be that we really need to take control and we need to realize my actions today really do matter. That's when we have to zoom in. It's possible if we're looking at things in too big a perspective, if I'm trying to tackle all of the things I need to do in December in this one day and I'm feeling very stressed and overwhelmed, it means I need to zoom in and I need to look and say, I only have control and I only have energy for today. I only need to tackle today. That's when we then can get anchored. We can feel focused. We can feel determined, whatever that is going to bring for us. When we then realize, when we've taken the power back into our lane, when we feel power in our bodies, we'll realize, okay, I've done the right thing. I either zoomed in or I zoomed out, and it gave me that emotion that I want. Remember, we can only do one thing at a time. And that one thing does matter. That could be when we have to zoom in. And then that helps us then have that determination to then just do that thing. Again, remember, our goal is that I can look at different things with different perspectives. There's always a way to zoom in and always a way to zoom out in any situation. I use the example in the podcast of exercising, and I thought about this morning. I didn't want to get out of bed, but I realized, no, I have the energy to do this today. I'm going to do it for this one thing. I could tell myself, oh, this doesn't matter, but it really does matter. I zoomed in, I got the focus, I got the determination to just get up because I told myself, this is who I am. But when I zoom out, I realize that I exercise for an hour because I'm going to feel great the other 23 hours. I'm also doing it because when I zoom out, I realize this is who I am. And I want all of these little stitches and how they're all going to add up. I want what it's then going to create for me. Often in our children's lives, when they make decisions, maybe we're not sure of, we have to zoom out and realize, hey, this is all a pattern of their learning, and I want to be calm. I want the perspective that things are going to work out. If you would like any help in any particular situation, thinking you need to zoom in, you need to zoom out, but more importantly, that you want to get in control of your lane. You want to feel in control. You want your child to see you being in control. If you know your family can really benefit from you being in control, sign up for a consult call on my website at HeidiBenjaminson.com. or you can send me a message on any platform and we'll get you signed up so we can talk for free and I can show you how you can be the calm and controlled and anchored version of yourself that you want to be.